You know, throughout this entire movie, this guy claims to care about his sister, but I don't understand how it took him 20 years to go back out there and start looking for her again. Blair Witch. So Blair Witch is the new sequel to the Blair Witch Project, made in 1999 and is directed by Adam Wingard, who also directed The Guest, which I thought was a stunning movie. A lot of my friends don't like that movie. I thought it was great. So I was very intrigued going into this movie knowing that he was directing it, because I liked his directing style for The Guest and I wondered what it was going to bring to a found footage genre horror movie. And this movie takes place 20 years after the events of the Blair Witch Project. For those who don't know, the Blair Witch Project was made in 1999, but the events shown in that movie took place in 1994. Similarly, this movie took place in 2014, just 20 years after the events of the first movie. In this movie we follow James, who is the brother of Heather from the first movie, who after seeing a video after 20 years of her disappearance starts to believe that his sister Heather is still alive and out there in these woods. And so he gathers his friends to go and search Black Hills Forest in Maryland in the hopes of finding his sister and also finding out what happened to her. However, when they're in the woods, scary stuff starts to happen to them and now it's a battle for survival as they try and make their way out of here, followed by jump scares, jump scares, jump scares. But I won't get into that just yet. I want to talk about the positives about this movie first, and those are, first off, the directing was pretty damn good. Adam Wingard knows how to build tension and suspense up really, really well, and he proves it in this movie, especially the last act, which takes place inside the house. That was incredibly tension filled. I was on the edge of my seat, chills were running up and down my spine. I thought it was really well done. I also thought the sound design was very good, from the twig snapping to the noise that whatever it is hunting them makes, and for the most part the acting isn't all that bad. However, this movie is full of jump scares. However, not the jump scares we're supposed to be scared of. As you may be able to tell, these jump scares were ridiculous. Every single jump scare in this movie is from another character just appearing in front of a camera, accompanied by a really loud noise, or just going, hey! This is basically what was happening every 5 or 10 minutes throughout this entire movie. Hey! 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 They were literally all the jump scares in this movie. And just like that probably started to annoy you, imagine how I felt doing the entire movie. And what annoyed me more was the tension was building up really well. I was expecting something really scary to happen and then boogie boogie, hello friend, my face is in your camera now. I thought Hollywood had just learnt from this bullshit. We don't like jump scares. False jump scares are ridiculous. Make it something we're scared of, not a friend popping in front of a camera or a bird flying out in someone's face. They're ridiculous. They're not scary. They're just stupid. Another thing I didn't like about this movie, it does take a while to get into anything actually happening, but then again, so do most found footage movies. They do need time to develop these characters so you get the chance to care about them. However, I didn't find myself caring to these characters as much as I did in the first one. I didn't find them very realistic or as relatable or as likeable. Everything these characters do in this movie is ridiculous and stupid, because in every horror movie everyone has to be idiots. But the biggest issue that this movie has is it is just a beat for beat remake of the original. It's predictable as hell because you know what's going to happen, because they follow the same storyline as the first movie, just with a few bits changed. I think the only difference in here is a drone going up into the sky, and in that it did take away from some of the horror aspects because you know what's coming, you know what's going to happen. However, just because it takes the same beats as the first movie, I can't really mark it down for that, because there are so many movies out there that have done that. Most recently there's been Creed with Rocky, Star Wars with Star Wars The Force Awakens, and every single Bourne movie follows the same premise as the other, but that doesn't stop those movies from being badass. I will say I like the twist in this movie. I didn't see that coming at all. I was expecting this movie to be so much better than what it was, and that's not to say it's a bad movie, because it is very well made. The directing for this movie is great. The actors all do a good job. The sound design is really well done. The last third of this movie will really get you on the edge of your seat, and it really does pick up. And had the movie been like that all the way through its runtime, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. But because of some of the issues that it had, I'm going to give Blair Witch 3 stars. I think there's still quite a lot of people who will love this movie, but there definitely are people who will hate it. I thought it had its good elements and its bad elements. So, Blair Witch, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks as always for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you all in the next video.